this conversation about levelling up has gone on and on and on. I feel like I talk about it pretty much every day. It's always in the press. It's always been spoken about. But talk is cheap. And surely what you need to be doing is accelerating your action plans.
I couldn't agree more, and it's something I talk to ministers and the Prime Minister about regularly. Now, obviously, it's a pretty good excuse, but there is an excuse that we've had a global pandemic since the general election that has rightly taken a huge amount of the government's time. But clearly what today does is reset that conversation and is clear signal from the Prime Minister himself that we need to get back onto that levelling up agenda. I think we've also got to be acutely aware that levelling up is being taken by a number of different people and being rebranded to be the thing that they always wanted to campaign for anyway. That isn't what levelling up is actually about. And I think you're getting a very clear steer now from the Prime Minister, albeit there's still much, much more to deliver. That levelling up is not about this, government, Whitehall, London, telling places like Teesside, like the Humber, like Cumbria, like Newcastle, what is right for them. What Boris understands, because he's been a mayor himself, is if you empower those local areas with more money, with more autonomy and with more power, then we can come up with our own solutions. And many of us already know what the solutions and the problems are in our local area. The difficulty is getting government to understand and getting the money and the powers to be able to deliver it. So if the government delivers on the start of what the Prime Minister has said today, and we can cover England with metro mayors, which are sensible and cover economic and single economic areas and single communities, then we embolden local areas to take that challenge on themselves, because I'm always sceptical that civil servants in Whitehall or anybody, sat in the seat of power in London really understands what is appropriate for places like mine, or indeed not just the north of England. I think what gets lost in the levelling up conversation is actually it's more of a conversation not just about the north and the south, which is actually a really important divide, but also about cities and large metropolitan areas against everyone else. I mean, I have colleagues in the southwest around Cornwall who would say that they have the same deprivation and equality issues that we have in Teesside, and so they feel like they need to be part of the levelling up agenda. That can be delivered through metro mayors, because that will empower places like Cornwall and others, not just in the north of England, to take control of their own destiny, deliver for the local area and improve the lives of local people.